I don't own the rights to this music, I own the rights to this message. The story is to be sold, it ain't to be told, and this story is for sale. The state of Maryland owes me $250 million because I was making a documentary about your prison industry, the war on drugs, stop and frisk, zero tolerance. I named your judges, your lawyers, and your politicians to get paid to lock up Black Baltimore. From 1997 to now, all right? From 1997 to now, I'm a caterer, I'm a cook. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and you picked the fight with the wrong black man. All right, you picked the fight with the wrong black man. I work for Baltimore. I work for 85% of the richest people in the state. I work for who's who in Baltimore, and I've been working for you since 1996. I work for Mark Clark and the Big Fat Morning Show. I work for Kathleen Hughes, Radio 1, TV 1. I cook for D.L. Hughley, Marion Barry. I did his birthday party. All right. So I know everything about Baltimore. So I decided to make a movie about Baltimore, call it Baltimore Rewired, the money behind the machine. Yeah, and it's for sale. Whoever want to buy it. This is for Judge Bedar. Judge Bedar, we're going to show you that the dissent decree monitoring team, they're not doing their job. Commissioner Harris, Commissioner Belfield, Commissioner Batts, Ed Norris. I've been knowing y'all's police since Ed Norris was in office. When Governor O'Malley put him in the desk. All right? So we're going to go just like this. So the world can see what being black in America is. That's the seal. All right? A notary. It's notarized. It makes it legal in any state in this country. This is about your judicial system and the courts. The toilet don't care if you're black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. Did you use the toilet today? Because you're getting ready to be famous. Your wife did the thing about chess and checkmate. No, this is chess and checkmate. You got information and knowledge, and when you become a private citizen, that means prosecutorial immunity doesn't apply to you. Everything that you got, you're going to be a witness. In 2006, they made a Stop Snitching video. 2006, I started to get shorty about that Stop Snitching video. You want us to snitch on each other? Well, we're going to see if you're going to snitch on each other. That culture that you have in the code of silence that you have in the blue wall. All right, the FOP. Like I said, this is to prove I was making a documentary about racism in the, all right, to prove I was making about racism in your judicial system. And right there, I use a toilet because a toilet is a powerful tool. Did you use the toilet today? Our politicians refuse to defend me. You stand for Tennessee but won't say nothing about me. That's Rob Fix. All right, Rob Fix Production. And that's me. That's Rob Fix. That's the toilet. The toilet is a prop for a movie. It's art and artwork, art and activism, the art of protest. Just like Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass, I was fighting for my freedom. Like I said, that's Mark Clark and the Big Fat Morning Show when they first came to town. I did Nellie's coming out party at the Milford Mill Swim Club. You feel me? You see that? January 4th. Subject, grand jury criminal charges. Ivan Bates. You freed Keith Davis, well, you're going to give Shorty a trial. You freed Keith Davis, you're going to give Shorty a trial. And that's Ivan Bates. You're going to take an oath of office on January 3rd. That oath calls for you to defend the Constitution. That's Ivan Bates, and these are your elected officials. These are your elected officials, you feel me? That's your QR code. So Delegate Stephanie Smith got this book. Kaylin Young. Jackie Addison. The Baltimore City Delegation, the Baltimore County Delegation, the Maryland Black Caucus. Do blacks have rights in white America? Do you got rights in which you got to respect? Like I said, it's about an inmate. It's about freedom. It's about slavery. Starbucks and Shorty, a cup of coffee. Starbucks and Shorty. And I'm not on this t-shirt. I walk with death on my chest every day. Y'all won't pass the George Floyd bill. But you can't stop this movie from coming out about how you killing us and how you using the courts to do it and how you using your police to protect the corruption. Jesus had a cross. Martin had a dream, Malcolm got a gun, Shirley got a toilet. We all got our shit to deal with. Alright, that's Xavier Conway. He got this too. It's a can of whoop ass, and I'm getting ready to whoop y'all's ass. That's Delegate Jill P. Carter when she was a delegate. That's Landers. That's Jacobs. And that's Brown Ullman. You see who that is? That's Anthony Brown, Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown, Baltimore County Detention Center, the Office of Governor, Minority Affairs. Y'all got to play that DVD for the public. Y'all got to play that DVD for the public. That's page 1. That's David Irwin. And that's the federal bar. Thomas Saunders, my lawyer. Like I said, it's a book about Baltimore's corruption in your prison industry. That's my lawyer, Mr. Bailey, in Lake County, Illinois. 2010, before I got locked up. You kidnapped me from 1402 Lochner. You stole me from my home. That's Discrimination in Public Accommodations Act. All right? And President Obama got this. Lisa Madigan got this. Patrick Fitzgerald, Director of the FBI. Governor Quinn, Governor O'Malley, Lake County Board, Judge Bale, Carl Snowden, Eric Holder, Hillary Clinton, Senator Ben Cardin, Karen Parks from Fox 45, Roland Martin, Officer of the NAACP, Benjamin Chaffetz, Benjamin Jealous, Joshua Harris, United States Shellenberger, ABC News, Charles Gibson, and CNN, Don Lemon. That's Notarized, a documentary about Baltimore. That's the Public Accommodations Act. And that's Lake County in the 80s, the Ku Klux Klan on the doorsteps. That's the White House, 2009, President Barack Obama. You feel me? A documentary, 1402 Lochner. Talking about Ed Norris. That's Ed Norris. That's Commissioner Harris. 2004, Commissioner, guilty of corruption. So Commissioner Harris, when you testify and that evidence that you got, make sure that you give it to Judge Bedar, or the dissent decree, because this tape is for Judge Bedar. It's about how the police been protecting the corruption and are corrupt themselves. That's Ed Norris. That's Commissioner Harris. And that's Commissioner Harris. Did you use the toilet today? Because I'm flushing careers. See all this? It's all in the book. That's 1402 Lochner. That's Judge Boris, Governor O'Malley. Judge Boris, Governor O'Malley. I gave you everything. And this Senator Cardin's 2007, 11950 Falls Road. In regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear. The documentary is about you, Senator. It's about our senators, our congressmen, and the laws y'all right to incarcerate Black America. The murder and the death of our kids. President Obama asked for an investigation. I'm the subject of the investigation. Business and development, crime and policing, job development. And these are the supporters of Shorties. And we gave it to Baltimore City Hall. We gave it to Baltimore City Hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I gave you 16 pages from Illinois. And this is from Maryland. This is from Illinois. All right. See the date? These is from Illinois. These are the people from Illinois that support me. Like I said, I put it in the book. Dear Congressman and Senator, that's 2009, 1402 Lochner. I was making a movie about y'all. And that's my legal notice. I got a right to represent myself. It's in the Constitution. I got a right to represent myself. And I represent myself. You see who got that? Governor O'Malley, Governor Quinn, Attorney General of Illinois, and Attorney General of Maryland. Like I said, received. That says I was making a movie. That was received in 2012. That's my inmate. I'm a whistleblower in the courts and the corruption in the courts. I'm not a snitch. You feel me? I'm not a snitch. Commode emotion. Did you use the toilet today? Because you're going to be tied to this toilet for the rest of your life. The rest of your career. Mass incarceration in the prison industry. Right here. Can you hear me now? Does it make sense? I got a Jailhouse Diary in Illinois, a Jailhouse Diary in Maryland. And I've been fighting this fight since 2006. I don't get no justice. You don't get no peace. I don't got to go to the Supreme Court. I ain't got to go to court. Let's put this in a movie and let the world see how you don't defend black people. You feel me? How you don't defend black people. There it goes right there. Case number. Dwayne Davis versus Jacobs Davis. Criminal charges. That's we the people of the United States. All right. This is handwritten. That's the Honorable Judge Previs. That's Michael Fields. When I told you I filed that $250 million lawsuit, I gave you notice of intent. This is the case that you got mad about. 07 CF4, deal 86 CF 293. It's about the war on drugs. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. You can Google search it. That's Governor O'Malley. That's Congressman Cummings, Hardin, Mikulski, Richard McFeely, the FBI, Judge Bell, Judge Pearson, Judge Turnbull, Judge Boris, Governor Quinn, Eric Holder, CBS Gayle King, and Bank of America. $250 million about the war on drugs. And this is court records. I never received a trial. I never got a trial. Free speech, even for Westboro Baptist Church. They went to the Supreme Court, so am I. The Westboro Baptist Church went to the Supreme Court. Free speech. Free speech. And this is the court case. That's Melissa Bennett from the White House. President Bush. 2008. Long before I got locked up. You feel me? Long before I got locked up. That's Mr. McGee and Mr. Humphreys. 2009. That's the Department of Public Safety and Corrections. That's Lake County. Miss Diggs, my parole and probation. So we're going to get all this paperwork. That's the state of Maryland Attorney General. See who that is? Doug Gansler. Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. So we're going to play this whole thing in front of the public, the voters. WJZ, Kai Jackson, Fox 45. Parole and probation, Linda Dodge. You feel me? Consent to be videotaped. So we're going to play the whole hour-and-a-half tape. We're going to read the whole diary. And we're going to let you do that before you leave. Before you leave town, don't miss it. I told you I was cooking y'all up. That's Governor O'Malley and parole and probation. Movie about y'all. That's the U.S. District Court. Dwayne Davis versus Baltimore County. The same way that Keith Davis is suing Marilyn Mosby, I tried to sue Baltimore County for $250 million and you wouldn't let me do it. These are the people that were involved right here. Jake Davis, Patricia Cook, James Hammond, Karen Parks, Paul Weinblatt, Scott Shellenberger, Governor O'Malley, Adam May, Kai Jackson, Sheriff Fisher, Sergeant Duvall, Judge Turnbull, Malcolm Ruff. You see Malcolm Ruff right there? And Governor Westmore just appointed him to be a delegate. That's Malcolm Ruff, Frank Conway, Pollard Towing. Y'all towed my truck and sold it before I went to trial. Richard McFeely from the FBI, Barry Sims, Senator Ben Cardin. The movie was about Baltimore, and I put it all in court record. McFaniel, Barbara Mikulski, Eric Holder, Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger, the Baltimore Sun, Timothy Ryan, NAACP, Benjamin Jealous. Yeah, and I got movies and videos with each and every one of y'all. Each and every one of y'all. That's court record. This is to prove I was making a movie about your judicial system, and it's notarized. It goes my criminal complaint against Governor O'Malley, Chief Johnson, Bernstein, and Scott Shellenberger. Those are criminal charges. You feel me? Circuit Court of Baltimore County. For kidnapping. For kidnapping and false imprisonment. You got that yellow envelope. That yellow envelope is criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. So like I said, movie, book, and I ain't gonna worry about the lawsuit. We're gonna show you that racism don't work without black cooperation. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's why you sitting in office.